Hey everyone, my name is Donnie Lowy from Wholesale USA Dresses. The next time you come to New York, you're welcome to visit my warehouse. Today I'd like to discuss with you how to sell wholesale kids clothing through a consignment shop. A consignment shop is basically a store that will take merchandise on behalf of a seller. They'll sell it to their customers and then they'll split the proceeds with the seller. Now, when you actually have a number they're going to be splitting, that's going to be a number that you're going to negotiate with a consignment shop. The consignment shop might already have a certain table that they use. They might say that an item, let's say up to $50 gets split 50-50, an item over $50 might get split 60-40, an item over $100 might get split 70-30, and of course the higher number would go towards the owner of the merchandise, or they might work the other way. But besides their published figures, you still can negotiate, and of course the more wholesale merchandise that you bring to a consignment shop, whether it's wholesale kids clothing or wholesale dresses or electronics, then the higher of a percentage you should be able to get for yourself. Now, the first question is, why should you sell your wholesale kids clothing through a consignment shop? Why not sell it yourself? After all, if you sell it through a consignment shop, you're going to lose some of those sales, right? Some of the proceeds of those sales. The reason is because a consignment shop is already taken on the expense of opening up a store, running a store, interacting with customers, marketing themselves to bring customers to the store. You're going to be saving those expenses. So it might be worthwhile for you to save those expenses and have the consignment store sell the merchandise for you. On the other hand, if you were to do everything yourself, then sure, you would get to keep 100% of the proceeds, but you would have to spend money on rent, on employees. You would have to, be, even if you're not going to hire employees, you have to be there personally selling to customers, and you actually have to bring in the customers to your shop to sell the wholesale kids clothing. Now, on the benefit, on the plus side, let's say you find a consignment shop that has a very good following of customers who specifically come to that consignment shop to buy brand name kids clothing. So instead of you having to reinvent the wheel, you're going to take the clothing that you have, you're going to bring it to the consignment shop. They already have the customers, they already have a loyal customer following, so they're going to have shoppers who are going to come in to buy kids clothing, and they're going to see your kids clothing, and hopefully they'll buy the kids clothing. Now look at the comparison of you having your own kids clothing store and selling your kids clothing through a consignment shop that already has an established customer base. When you sell your own clothing, you're going to have to first try to create that customer base. You're going to have to attract those customers. You're going to actually have to sell the clothing to the customers. But a consignment shop that already has a loyal following already has a built-in customer base that you could take advantage of. Because basically there's going to be people who are already going to be going to that consignment shop. They're already going to know what kind of merchandise to expect. They're going to be willing to buy merchandise at the price that the consignment shop sells that clothing for. So you might actually get more money for your wholesale kids clothing by selling it through a consignment shop than if you were to sell it yourself. Right, the next time you come to New York, you're welcome to visit my warehouse. My website is wholesaleusadresses.com. Thank you and have a great day.